Hello users. In the previous lecture, we have seen how to generate the grids and add levels into our Revit project. So before moving ahead, we will just take a quick look if the user by mistaken just close this properties palette and project browser. So I'll just close this. You can see there is no properties palette or project browser in my Revit file. So in order to bring them back into my canvas or into my view, what we need to do is just go to the view tab and go to the user interface. You can see here there is project browser and properties palette. Those are unchecked for now. Just you need to check them to bring the project browser and properties palette back into our canvas. Okay, see my properties palette is generated here and project browser is also placed in my Revit file. And in order to check the units, just press UN and the project units are shown or displayed uh, by a simple pop-up window. You can see here the angle is in a degrees format, length is in mm. So you can either change it to meters, feet, inches as per your requirement or keep it as it is. And the rounding of unit precision, if you need precision up to 2 decimal places, 3 decimal places or custom, you can check from here. If I just keep it 3 decimal places and I just keep the unit as none, or you can display the unit at the end of the value. So it's okay with 0 decimal places and no symbol as suffix for the value. And similarly, you can check all the similar entities like the units and their formats, and you can change any as per your requirement. Like the volume is in cubic meters by default. If you want it in cubic feet or cubic inches, you can add it here or customize or modify it as per your requirement. You can maintain the precision required. So, and also you can display or not display the symbol as per your requirement. Then hit OK when you are happy with all the modifications which we have done. Hit OK and hit OK, so that all the changes that you have generated or modified will be incorporated into the Revit file. Just to test it, what we will do, just I'll create a dimension here between these two grids. Now the length is in mm, so I will just convert this unit into meters format. So I'll hit escape to come come out of my tool option, active option, or then click OK, UN, sorry. As UN is pressed, my units are unit for window generated, and I'll just go to length and I'll click. I don't want it I want it in meters format. So I'll just select meters. The decimal places I want is 0 or okay, 0, and I want a symbol to be displaced at its end. So I'll just click OK, click OK. As you can see here, this format is converted into meters format. If you want any precision or decimal places to be added, you can do that as well. I'll just keep it to 3 decimal places, hit OK, hit OK. Now the precision is added. You can similarly do the changes required for all the other unit formats as per your preferences. So now we will just take a look at what the keyboard shortcuts are in the Revit. So again, you go to the view tab, and under the view tab, you go to user interface. At the bottom here, you can see there are keyboard shortcuts present. Just left click on the keyboard shortcuts and a small window will pop up. You can filter check the options or the assignments based on the filtered view, or without filter, like it's now displayed all, that's all the tools that are present in the Revit are being displayed here. If you don't want that, if you want to go with the tab wise preferences, you can even go that. Like if you choose architectural tab, all the elements present in the architectural tab will be displayed here. For example, if I select the architectural tab, the filter would occur keeping all the architectural tools, that means all the tools that are present in the architectural tab, and removing all other tools that are not related with this tab. So if you see modify, the shortcut is MD. Place a component, the shortcut is CM. And for many of the tools, there are no shortcuts currently assigned. So you can assign it or remove any existing uh, shortcuts that are present. Previously, while placing grids, we have seen the shortcut for grid in the bracket was GR. If you wish to change or modify the shortcut, all you need to select is select this tool. And once you select any of the tool name, you can see the Revit is asking us to enter a new value that can be used as a shortcut for this particular tool. I will press GG here, GG, and after I'm convinced or happy with my naming for the shortcut, I'll just assign it. So you can see here, for grid, currently there are two shortcuts being assigned, that is GR and GG. If you don't want multiple shortcuts to be present, you can remove the unwanted shortcuts. Okay, now currently only GG is assigned as a shortcut for grid, and hit OK. Then when I press GG on my keyboard, automatically the grids tool is selected and I am able to place the grid using the shortcut key. Now if I go to grids again, now under the bracket, you can see here, previously it was shown as GR and now it's replaced with GG. So this change can be seen here as well. Similarly, you can change any of the required tool, like you can assign any of the shortcuts for the tools that are present in this format. So that's it for now. We have covered all the basic stuffs and basic things related with the project setup and the user interface of the Revit. Thank you for watching. See you in the next lecture.